I love Chinese food. I said, where do you want to have it? He said, P.F. Chang's, over here in the Falls. Didn't say the China Buffet or Panda Express, P.F. Chang's. But let me tell you guys, and this is between us, because what happens here in Key West stays in Key West, right guys? Yeah, I said that the other night at a set. Woman raised her hand. She said, sir, we're not in Key West, we're not in. I said, then where are we? She said, Key Largo. Yeah. Well, getting back to the gold digger, let me tell you, I took him to P.F. Chang's and I got fucked twice that night. The first time I got fucked, I'll tell you, it was at P.F. Chang's. $15 for a cup of wonton soup. $15. Not as high as fuck, I'll tell you that. Yeah, you got fucked at P.F. Chang's too. Yeah. That was the first time. $15 for a cup of wonton soup. Not a bowl of wonton, not even a bowl. That was it. And the second time I got fucked was back at P.F. Chang's. That's what we commoners call a full fat, right? Yeah. But I'll tell you, I'm gonna bring Ricky. You ready to do some music for us? You ready? Yeah. Hey. Okay, guys. Yeah. You can go up to later. Thank you. And we got a lot of comics. So I'll tell you, I haven't had this much fun since the Allied forces liberated the Nazis. Not a history crowd here tonight. All right, let's give a my tobacconist welcome. Clap it up for Ricky O'Hara. Yeah.
What's up? How's everyone doing? Sounds okay? Awesome. Thank you guys for being here. Please give it up for Marty, man. The most sexually active 72-year-old you're gonna meet. 3 blowjobs a week, goddamn. Gotta talk to my wife, dude. So my name is Ricky. I do comedy and music together. You guys might have seen me here before. I'm here every 2 weeks with Marty. And you're probably thinking, this guy does music, he does comedy, he's got it all. He's probably swimming in it. But I'm actually not that great with the ladies. But I have a way to probably explain why. This song. Walking down the street, think I see the girl of my dreams. So I walk up and say hello. She says, look, I really gotta go. We just smile and then wave. She probably had to poop in a bad way, yeah. She probably had to poop in a real bad way. See, that's why she didn't want to go. Here's another good example. I got set up on a sexy blind date. I think I gone and found my mate. But after drinks, I asked to spend the night. She says, look, you're really not my type. We just hugged and said bye. Poor girl's gotta poop, but she gotta lie. You don't gotta lie no more, baby. Sitting with my kids in the living room, a sexy lady walks into view. She says, hey Ricky, this isn't working, I'm leaving you, I'm taking the kids to my mom's place. I just smile cause I understand. She got the sloppy poops in the underpants. Alright, let's break this thing down for a nice ending. What do you say? Why do the ladies never want to stay with me? Oh, well, I think it's obvious. They got brown logs in the chimney. They got brown logs in the chimney. They got brown logs in the chimney, and the fire's burning too long. Too long. Thank you. I feel a little tired today. I was in the pool earlier today. You guys ever try to do something after going to the pool? Freaking sucks, y'all. Last week I tried this, or 2 weeks ago. You know we got the show every 2 weeks. If you guys want to try being a comic, it's an open mic. Anybody can go up tonight. But 2 weeks ago I did this song and Ben's like, this one's too sad. But I didn't finish it. I couldn't do it the whole way, so I'm going to try to do it today. It's a new song. I'm still working on it. Maybe the lyrics are not perfect. You guys are going to like it. I realized that the more I look at news and current events, like I get more and more like sad and angry. Does that happen to you guys? Not to you, Marty. You're just happy out there. Everything's going golden for Marty. So this song is going to help you with that. It's called Head in the Sand. Ben, you got to tell me if it's sad.
All right, we'll do.
We live in a dark world where people disagree. You don't gotta look too far to see wealth inequalities. The world is a son of a gun, and it's sometimes scary too. But if you start feeling down, I'ma tell you what you can do. Just don't go looking for what you don't wanna see. I should have said fine there, but that's like one of these things that happen. Here we go, one more time. Here we go. Don't go looking for what you don't want to find. Yeah, I forgot the lyric. The one there anyways. It's all right. The world could be better if we'd only understand that the world is much better if you put your head in the sand. Put your head in the sand. Put your head in the sand. The world's got so many problems, but they can't penetrate sand. It's a metaphorical sand. That's a metaphorical sand. Don't go putting your head out there in real sand. That would mean that you didn't understand. Come on. Thank you. You're trying, you know? That's all we can hope to do in this world.
It's better than putting your head in the sand.
That's the other thing we should be doing, right? If you take a night stroll through that fancy interweb, you're gonna find about 1 million things that you wish you hadn't read. The world's always been a dark place, but before we couldn't see. But if you make a conscious effort, you can be ignorant and happy. Just don't go looking for what you don't want to find. Special interests and corporations rule our lives, and I don't mind, right? And don't go searching for what you don't want to see. Hey, there's a new trillionaire now, but it ain't me. The world could be better if we'd only understand that the world is much better if we put our heads in the sand. Right? What's your name?
Spring.
Spring?
Yeah, like a season.
Spring. I didn't hear the G.
No, never.
All right, this is for spring. Put your head in the sand. Put your head in the sand. The world's got so many problems, spring, but they can't penetrate sand. That's a metaphorical sand. It's a metaphorical sand. Don't go digging your head out there in Tatooine. That would mean that you didn't understand. Now all the spring friends are cool. Before it was only spring. All right, I'm gonna get a little bit real here, guys, and I hope you're okay with that. Objectively, the world is better than it's ever been for humans. Objectively, the world is better than it's ever been specifically for humans. Objectively, the world is better than it's ever been only for humans. But that don't mean that we can't use a little bit more sand. Right? This song is new. I don't know if I should end it here or if I should do another chorus.
One more.
Head in the sand, put your head in the sand. This world's got so many problems, but they can't penetrate sand. It's a metaphorical sand, that's a metaphorical sand. Don't go renting a place out there in Miami Beach. That would mean that you didn't understand. Thank you.
Much happier.
Much happier? I told you if I got past that sad beginning, it would get a little better. I'm gonna do, I think what do we got? Just one more comment today on the list? A couple are still on the way.
Album.
It's gonna be a nice Ricky O.I. show for you guys today. Check me out online, Ricky O.I. Thank you. I was gonna try to do this song about time travel. Spring, you seem very young, got a lot of life ahead of you. Do you ever think about time travel?
No.
No,
It's
it's too scary, right?
I'm good.
You're good. So far, there's a lot of time ahead of you. But for me, as a 40-year-old man who lives with his mother, I think about it all the time, guys. So what? She lives there too.
Great big happy family. I'm Cuban. That's how we do it.
I am also Cuban.
Oh,
But I've never been to Cuba. Isn't that weird to call yourself Cuban and I've never been? Have you been there?
you don't want to go. You don't want to go.
Boy, I'm Jewish, I've never been to Israel.
Consider yourself lucky, dude. Dude, the last thing you want to do is go to Israel. Jews are fine, but Israel sucks big nuts. That's a song I want to sing about. All right, I'm going to do this song about time travel. Do you ever think, like, if they figure it out in the future and, like, they come back to our time and they could do, like, these small things. You heard of the butterfly effect? Like, little tiny things, and then they give you these big repercussions in the future. So this song's about time traveling robots. I come from the future, where robots travel back and forth through time with the most handsome features. They're still working on hairlines. And back in the future, the governments have fallen off to ash your carbon emissions. Well, they kicked the ozone's ass, the ice caps have melted, and the internet has crashed. We had a robot uprising, and we decided we should come back. That's why I came here to fuck your girlfriend. Give her the best sex she ever had, and then I gotta believe it, yeah. It's a good time to get a little wine, I think. We're in the middle of my sci-fi epic, guys. Alright, let me get back to the song. We need to think quickly. The fate of humans is in your hands. Let's not think too deeply. Well, there's these complexities you can't understand. That's why I came here to fuck your girlfriend. Give her the best sex she ever had, and then I gotta believe it, yeah. Hey look, I really wish it didn't have to go this way, but I really wish it didn't have to go this way. This is an open mic, guys. If you want my best material, you're gonna have to book me in something. I'm gonna get this melody right. Well, I really wish it didn't have to go this way, but the future's delicate and we must obey. The future, your girlfriend's looking good with that Chardonnay, so let's make a sacrifice for the USA, for the USA, for the USA. We gotta sacrifice for the USA, for the USA, for the USA. They took over the rest of the world, they called it a USA, in the future USA. Listen to this, guys. Attention, citizens of pre-apocalyptic Earth. This is a pre-recorded message from the future. It's imperative you allow this robot to have sex with your girlfriend. The future depends on this. See what I'm saying, guys? That's more proof why I need to fuck your girlfriend. It wasn't me making a voice, it was a real recording, yeah. Hey look, our time is ticking, soon it will be running out. The human's gonna die if we don't act now. Making sweet love is what I'm talking about. And when I'm with your girlfriend, I'm not pulling out. For the USA, for the USA. I'm never pulling out for the USA. For the USA, for the USA. Everybody sing for the USA. We can do it. USA, for the USA. Time travel, sex, fucking every day. For the USA, for the USA. The other option is robotic slavery. For the USA, for the USA. It's kind of like that Ashton Kutcher movie, The Butterfly Effect. But with me and your girlfriend having sex for the USA. Thank you. We didn't need that. We had real applause, Mark. You guys bring out his applause machine to make me feel bad. It's one of my older songs, but you'd think I'd have it down by now. I'd have all those words and chords down. When I wrote that song when I was in Korea, and I wrote this one as kind of like, I would play them together. Are you, any of you guys in relationships back here? Any of you guys are just single? You guys are in a nice relationship? You guys are in a relationship too? Do any of you guys live together? You do? Nice. You guys not yet. It's okay. Take your time. Why rush it? Things change when you move in. You get to hear the real amount of farts. Enjoy the low fart number for now. There's these weird situations when you're dating somebody and you're kind of like not exactly sure why they're mad at you. Has it ever happened to you? Yeah?
Oh, so I was waiting. Sorry.
No, Ben definitely. What's up, guys? Welcome. These are some funny guys coming in here, huh? No? You look like a nice guy, but I know John's funny. John will be up later. So this song's about that weird moment when you that weird moment when you don't know what's wrong in the relationship, but like you know something's a little weird. Give a nice long intro so these guys can walk in comfortably. All right, we're ready. Is she thinking about mistreatment of animals? Kids who don't have homes? Is she thinking about the 1920s depression? Or dogs who can't find their bones? Maybe it's something I said that made her mad. This is the saddest blowjob I've ever had. Pump, 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 side. Pump, pump, change hands. Look at me with those devil eyes and the cheese. Back to pumping again. I'm under so much pressure that it's driving me mad. This is the saddest blowjob I've ever had. Maybe you guys might not relate that much to this one, I guess, when I think about it. But in the back, maybe. Maybe I should help her out. I know, I'll jump in for a few. But then she lays her head down on me, and I'm not quite sure what to do. Why couldn't I appreciate the things that I had? Now it's a sad hand job, and I'm feeling bad. I can never finish in this atmosphere. I'm not a sex robot sent from the future here. But if I was, you know that I would do it right. I would alter my programming for just one night. Oh no, it's official. I'm distracted and I start to lose my brawn. She looks at me with those devil eyes. She says, baby, what's wrong? Well, it's not erectile dysfunction. It's not that greasy pizza making my stomach feel bad. It's just the saddest blowjob that anybody's ever had. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Thank you. I saw some people walk in. I don't know if Marty wants me to cut things off or do one more.
One more. One more.
Yeah. Guys, if you like what you're hearing, Wednesday, I'm going to be at the Doral Improv. And they don't let me perform unless I bring 10 people. So say my name at the door. Are you swatting away a fly or trying to get my attention? The fly thing, right? See you Wednesday, guys. This is my newest song. I got to the age where I want to pass down like my knowledge, you know, the things I've learned. You guys seem a little. You guys have some kids? Yeah. What the ages? Sorry, I said that's so weird. What the ages?
14 and 11.
14 and 11. Oh, they're growing up. They're little adults, man. You guys teach them a lot of good stuff, I guess. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome. This song is for my kids, but I don't have any kids yet. So it's for you guys here listening. Dear son or daughter or gender neutral person who came from my loins. One day you're gonna go out on a first date. Don't be afraid to text them if you like them on the next day. Or if texting's been replaced by a new technology in the future, you could do that too, I guess. If they find that makes you boring and they lose interest, it's gonna be okay. They probably sucked anyway. And at the grocery store, everything has an expiration date. But it's all corporate bullshit. They just want to sell you more stuff. Only milk and eggs go back. Everyone knows that. I guess veggies do too, right? But don't try to tell me all my spices have all gone bad after just 1 year. I know you just want to sell me more spices. These are the things I wish I knew when I was young. Life is a journey, not a destination. You're gonna hear that a lot, but you won't understand it. So let me explain it. The destination is death. Right? That's easy. So you really gotta make an effort to enjoy every moment. Cause if you're waiting for something, it's always a letdown. Also, crack is whack. You hear your teachers tell you that. What they do not tell you is crack is amazing. When you start to do it, you won't want to stop, because there's nothing in this world as good as crack. Maybe just try it one time and then stop. Oh, and one more thing about finances and building generational wealth. You should probably learn something about that. It seems important. From what I gather, it seems kind of important. I don't know. These are the things I wish I knew when I was young. Thank you guys. I'm just about over here. Check me out, rickyoy.com or rickyoy on Instagram. I would really appreciate it. No one cares about you if you don't have followers. But before I finish, this song is still also kind of new, so I don't know if you guys have any like life hacks, something I can add to it, you know, something that's helped your life out. Anything? No wrong answers here. You guys look like you got your shit together.
Everybody's just guessing.
Everybody's just guessing, right? I love it. What's your name, dude?
George.
George? Give it up for George, man. He's just guessing just like all of us. Everyone's just guessing. We gotta fake it till we make it. And sometimes we fake it long after that. Then we just keep on faking until we die. And we never let our kids know. All right, thank you. Let's do one more cool tip like George's. Something that's gonna help my kids in the future. Anything?
Toilet paper on top.
Oh, dude, yes, man. Do any of you bastards put the toilet paper on the downward way? You do?
It doesn't matter which way it goes.
Oh, yes.
How do you wipe? The same way.
No, the wipe is the same way, of course. But the important part is how you roll it off the toilet. Come on. One thing I did notice though is if I put it the correct way, the top way, my cat always gets it. And if you put it the down way, the cat can't figure it out. But he is a dumbass cat. Maybe smarter cats could. All right. Gotta pay attention to where you put your toilet paper roll. Make sure you roll it from the top side, not the bottom. Because we're not Neanderthals. Guys, thank you again. I'm Ricky White. Let's do one last chorus and then we're going to bring Marty up. Those are the things we wish we knew when we were young. Thank you guys so much.
Frank Sinatra, yeah. Give it up for Puff the Magic Dragon and Crack. Other crack. And give it up for Spring here, yeah. Spring, I gotta tell you, a guy could fall for you, yeah, not me. Spoiler alert, I'm gay. And give it up for, I'll tell you, he talked a lot of, he said he's still living with his parents. Can you believe that? It doesn't surprise me, because, you know, I'm still living with my parents, which is kind of fucked up, because they've been dead for 10 years. That's right, I know why this crowd's laughing, because you all got skeletons in the closet, right? Yeah. And then he talked about having your head in the sand. Your head, actually, you know what today is? It's National Skinny Dipping Day. National Skip. So, you know, to celebrate, I went to the new beach. I went to Holo with the new beach. And let me tell you, I had my head in the sand. You know why? So I could get fucked in the ass. Yeah. So let me tell you, I was a sight for sore eyes. Oh yes, yes. You know, my torso was in Miami, and my poles, they was up in Surfside. Yeah. I know, too soon, too soon. Actually, my poles and Surfside have a lot in common. They're both in a state of collapse, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I know, too soon, too soon, too soon. Then he talked a lot about time travel. Time travel. You know, actually, there's a report now that says aliens are posing as human beings and living among us. Can you believe that shit? Actually, I think I met one of these outer space visitors the other day. I got talking to a guy. I'll tell you. I said, "Where are you from?" He says, "Long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away." I didn't know if he's a fan of Star Wars or the early onset of dementia. So I figured I'd engage him in a little conversation. I said, "How are your kids?" He said, "They're out of this world." He told me, "They're out of it. You get the drift? He's a fucking alien." A fucking crowd here tonight. Well, let me. I said, "How's your wife? How's your wife?" He said, "For all I care, she could go to Mars." Now the joke makes sense. But wait till you hear the punchline. Yeah, wait till you hear the punchline. I said to him, I said, "Nice to meet you." I was nonplussed. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. I said, "Nice to meet you, sir." He said, "Nice to meet you too, Earthling." He told me. Speaking of outer space, back to you. Does Uranus have rings around it? No, that's not Uranus. That's Saturn. Yeah. Well, we touched on a lot of different areas. And give it up for Ricky's constipated girlfriend. Yeah, that's right. Well, I'll tell you, I can relate to that shit. You know why? I'm in my 40s. Don't fucking laugh. I'm Jewish. I'll sue the fuck out of you. No, Jews actually age prematurely. We do. Due to years of stress, anxiety, depression, and gastrointestinal disorders. Yeah. Fucking anti-Semites are laughing, and the rest of you, I know what you're thinking. Yeah. But let me tell you, where's my Jews at tonight? Woo! No, one Jew here. Yeah. One Jew. It surprises the fuck out of me. You know why? Because it's a free show. I can't understand. Yeah. But getting back, I'll tell you, I hope I go tomorrow. I fucking, you know why? And you're gonna take this line all the way home tonight on the Jersey Turnpike. The fucking crowd, they don't know they're not in Key West. They don't know they're not in Jersey. But let me, I hope I go tomorrow. And you know why I hope I go tomorrow? And this is between us. Because I didn't go today. Guys, that was a shitty joke. I'm sorry. But the next comedy, we've had comedy, we've had music, and now we're going to have a very beautiful inspirational message from, what the hell's your name? Richard. Yeah.
Don't get old. I turned 75 all of a sudden.
You can go tomorrow.
Oh, yes. Here's the miracle of life. 40 years ago, where's my knife? What was I telling you?
40 years ago.
Oh!
That was 8.
40 years ago, I met Dr. Fergag as a professor. Really, we were literature professors. Really. The real deal, man, I'm telling you. It wasn't just a short period of time either. Here's the mystery of life. 75 And I did all this crap. Get Jamaica man, you know. Say a fool, you think everybody. You know what? Never time. You see how we can fool each other? Well, I didn't want to fool you tonight, but I'm showing you the mystery of life. 40 years ago, Professor Fergang and me, Professor Carrington and Professor Fergang. Wow, what a duo that was. Here's the deal. I am not gay. Oh, we love each other. And it's a miracle because I'm quite far removed. You know, I love women. I'm 75 and I lost mine. Where is she? Let me share with you this tragedy of life and the mystery of life and how it brings us all around to something good. This lady I met in 1990, she was my father's nurse, and she helped him go to heaven. Very nice lady. She's a quiet, beautiful lady. So for 23 years, I loved this woman, she loved me. And we had this little boy, little baby. Next time I'll show you a picture. So one day, she puts him in the car, and I'm going to go to the mall down here. And she says, "Watch Ryan." Mama Clara Rascal, man, you understand me, Jamaica man. I don't like you tell me Rascal, Mama Clara, what to do. So they say, "What you say? Watch Ryan." Hey, so we down at the mall. And I'm walking. Now don't forget that this ragamuffin is really a professor, right? And he only looks white because he's kind of black. So I am trying to remember, watch Ryan. We're walking along the mall, and miracles and miracles. I see a book. And so I pick up the book and I start to read the book. I'm a fanatic about poetry. So I'm reading the poems, and lo and behold, can you guess it? I look down. Oh my God, have mercy on this Jamaican, please. I believe. I'm going to go home and tell her that her Argentinian prince, you know what I mean, right? Your prince. They don't even speak usual Spanish. They speak Castilian. So we can't find the boy. I'm looking around like a chicken without a head. And lo and behold, he comes around the corner, runs up to me, jumps into my hands and says, "Daddy, don't ever do that again. You could have got lost." That's funny, no laugh. But as you can tell, I'm a mixed Jamaican with a whole bunch of different mixtures. And one of them is that I love the subject of joy and success. Everybody's mentioned in language because your happiness and your sanguine laughter is so incredibly powerful. Keep doing that because there's enough to be sad all around us. So, folks, I'm going to read a poem to you, and I want you to imagine something for me. I had the most adorable father in the world, and this father, he would hug me so tight. And I just read recently that one of the symptoms of our young people today, hug them. You have a son, hug them. Hug each other.
No problem.
Yes. Because boy, I tell you, we're living in some scary times. So I dedicate this to my father. This is my book, by the way, Soft Green Flaming Crimson. And I write these poems at 75 as my last testament to life. Father, park in the shade, get the tickets to ride a train. And muscles that you use it or you lose it may not seem like much when the young are miraculously dying for a little bit of truth. Father hugged a fire direction into every bone left. My lives unbroken by years of cruel abuse It was the light under the tunnel of a darkened path, now lit with muscles used and reused. And rivers that lead to calm, troubled waters, not bereft of sudden disaster, and gave a fusing to life's usual disruption. To my father, who I loved. Thank you, sir. This next one, I had two beautiful wives. And now at 75, I did a little study called Woman. So I found out some stuff that at 20 you don't know. At 2 years, for example. That would have been nice if I had just known it then. However, I dedicate this poem, the first poem in my book is called Woman. And it came about because I do stuff at Lift Center, and I had a writing class. While I was doing the writing class, I was writing a few poems. And this lady named Lindy, she's still there with me, heard my poems and she said, give them to me. So I only had 12 and now I had 79. And so the next thing I know, this stranger from South Africa, white lady. That's funny to me, you know. So this white lady type of all my poems. The next thing I know, boom, that would have never happened if it was just ragamuffin me. You know what I'm saying? So to all the women, oh, my heart so grieves. They should have a class when I was 20, because I had a whole lot of education, called Woman. Love the children well. You have 2 years, not one. Listen to me, please. Listen to me. To all the women here tonight, and those, I'm 75, still looking for a wife. It don't look like it's going to happen soon, okay? And I'm going to be happy with that. Woman. They are clobbering definitions on site described. Defy the box meant to limit your colors. Be bigger, smaller. Defy the odd slip, slide away and behind those meager definitions so fast to impose. Oh, that woman escaped and ran for the hills, jumped far and beyond, stifled sounds unable to measure all the oceans and rivers of who I am. They caught you yet with a slip and a slide. You awoke another, all colors to defy. I pray for my every day. And I wish that somebody had told me what I'm trying to tell my 2 sons now, you know. Live life, man. You know, when you come to a place like this, I don't drink and I don't smoke. But when I come over here and I see all of you, so all of us want success. To laugh often and love much, to win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children. To earn the appreciation of honest critics and endure the trail of false friends. To appreciate beauty. Find the best in others, to leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition. To know that even one life has breathed easier because you lived. So I dedicate tonight to all of us who are giving each other a little breath of fresh air so that something good will happen to us all. You ready for me? Okay. Well, I share one more with you.
Make it a happy one.
My reflection, the things they did not teach me. They did not teach me why. Just say hello and goodbye. Or, are you okay? When and where to say, this is good, not so good, and why. I had to learn, not in school, how to walk away or stand alone and wait and pray. Do not go then, just leave the pain alone. Weep and laugh and make them just the same. One last little thought, the paradox of life and who we are. It is amazing. Be flexible enough to cross the ocean. And if you don't mind, relate to the British, as they too need a little love. You notice they don't laugh too often and they don't hug too often either. I know because 90% of them were my teachers in my country. I love them. I adore them. But oh, for a laugh and a smile and a little tickle of each other. That's what we need, and that's what we should do, and that's what we all can do. Wow. Live it, love it, and keep laughing.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Give it up for Dr. Phil. Yeah. Thank you. And give it up for the my Tobacconist Baptist Church. Yeah. All I can say is before the night is over, one of you will betray me. I think it's Eduardo there. Yeah. Because I heard that you will do anything for 30 pieces of silver. Yeah. And he talked a lot about drinking and smoking. I'll tell you, did you see? Yeah. Let me tell you, these camels are good for a hump or two. Let me tell you. Depends if it's a dromedary or a Bactrian, if you know what I mean. But I lost my track of thought. Let me see. No, it was some funny stuff. Give it up for the King of Calypso. Yeah. Amazing set. Actually, I'm taking Bible study now, so I can talk. In fact, the other day, the pastor come up to me after class. He said, Marty, that's what he calls me, because that's my fucking name. Actually, my nickname is Jeannie, because between us, I like to come in a bottle. You come back to my crib, I'll tell you, I'll take you on a magic carpet ride. You'll see fucking Aladdin. Let me tell you, hey, come take a seat on my stool here. Yeah, where have you been all my life? Yeah. Well, let me tell you this. The pastor said, Marty, you need Jesus in your life. I says, excuse me, I'm Jewish. I think we killed the guy. He said, no, it wasn't the Jews, it was the Romans. I said, okay, maybe it was the Romans, but my people, we catered the Last Supper. Actually, it wasn't the Last Supper, it was the early bird. If you're seated by 5, you get soup or salad, 2 veggies, an entree, a dessert, and a beverage. No substitutions. Yeah.
And if you have the AARP card,
You get 50 days. Let me show you my AARP card. Where the fuck did I put it? Don't leave home without it.
Is that a pen right there? A pen.
American Association of Retarded People. That's right. Hey, no, you can't. You got to be politically correct. You gotta be careful. In fact, I got a brother. He's what you call. He's called an LP. You don't say dwarf. You don't say midget. You say LP, little person. The other day he got really pissed off with me because I called him my half brother. He didn't like that. So he come right up to me. He looked me right in the belly button, right in the umbilicus. Yeah. Not an anatomy crowd here. And let me tell you, he said, "Can't you say something nice about me?" I said, "Well, I sure will try. You look a lot better close up. Yeah, I bet you drive a Mini Cooper, and I think you're just the right height for a blowjob." I told him point blank. But I have nothing to get. I don't see height. And for the Jews in the crowd, I don't see noses. I don't see. I'll tell you, the other day, I met a guy, he's an LP. I said, just how tall are you? He says, I'm 4 foot and 8 inches. I said, well, forget about the 4 feet. Let's concentrate on the 8 inches. I told him point blank. Yeah, you gotta watch what you say, right? Gotta be politically correct. But my brother, who's the LP, I tell you, he's out looking for a job. It's hard when you're an LP. The other day, he applied for a job at Red Lobster, and they told him, we cannot hire you. He said, why not? They said, because we do not hire shrimps. They do not do it. Yeah, but finally, he got into acting. He got a job in the cast of the Wizard of Oz. That's right. He's not the Tin Man, he's not the Scarecrow, and he's not the Cowardly Lion. He's one of the fucking munchkins, that's right. Yeah. Give it up, a little people. Yeah. Okay, the next comic, he's definitely not a short king. He's tall as fuck and funny as fuck. And what the fuck's your name? Give it up on Mark Arlono. Yeah.
Marty, clap it up, guys. Thanks for being here tonight. Make some noise. Why don't you take a seat, sir? No, I'm kidding. I love this guy. He's my Jew mentor. Helped me save $1. Thanks for being here. I drove all the way from New York to be here today. Any New Yorkers in the house? Nice, yeah. Nice. I drove all the way from New York to get here for this gig. I was in the car today for 10 hours driving down with this girl, but I said, you know what? I think I could get roadhead, you know? I'm in the car for 10 hours. So I asked her, and she said no. And that made the next 9 hours and 55 minutes pretty awkward, you know? I think I asked her a bit early. She was impatient. She's like, come on, we're in the driveway still, you know, a little patience. Anyway, you gotta have it. So I'm a cheap guy. I try to take girls on dates. I'm cheap. I'll tell you I'm cheap. I don't like designer brands, name brands. I don't like any of that stuff, except one brand. Can't live without. I like Head and Shoulders shampoo. Anyone like Head and Shoulders shampoo? No Head and Shoulders shampoo? I like their shampoo so much, I bought their body wash, dick and butthole. I gotta say that. A lot better, a lot cleaner, you know. If you're a lady, they make boobs and vag too. Don't worry, you can buy them. Another way I like to save money, I don't have any Apple Music, I don't have any Spotify. Anyone have that? You Apple Music and Spotify? I don't do that. I listen to all my music on YouTube. But there's a big problem in that you get advertisements right in the middle of the songs, you know? So I tried to make a sex playlist. Very hard to stay in the mood when you get a talk to your doctor about mesothelioma, you know? That is even weirder when I got like a St. Jude's cancer ad, you know? Anyways. Ladies, you guys are smart. Smart. Women are smart. They know that a guy is trying to do something cheap, right? Women in the back, you guys know? I'll give you an example. I'll take a girl out on Tequila Tuesday. They're like, oh, this is great. $5 tequila shots, you know? $20, $25 a date maximum. The bitches know that shit, and they start ordering Cosmos and Old Fashions and everything, you know? You guys see through that. It's beautiful. Anyways. Any Spanish speakers here? Yeah. You speak Spanish? I've been learning. Can I practice some Spanish on you? All right, so you're gonna be a waitress, and I'm asking for a table. Okay? You ready? Are you actually a waitress? All right, you're ready. Ready? You're a waitress, I'm asking for a table. No, the joke is coming, don't worry. Am I that ugly?
No.
Okay, all right, ready? You're a waitress. What are you?
A waitress.
And what am I doing?
Ordering a table.
I'm asking, I'm not ordering a table. Am I fucking Bed Bath & Beyond? What am I doing? Okay, ready? Ready? Tiringae. Alright. What does that mean? Alright. No, I like Cubans. I was talking to a Cuban guy. Cuban guy came up to me the other day. You're not going to believe this. Cuban guy came up to me. He asked, did you see the score of the hockey game? Right? Weird question. Because I thought Cubans avoid everything that involves ice, you know? It's a slow burner. Give me 5. No, come on. All right.
I'm not giving you a finger.
Let's rock today. School of Rock, anyway? School of Rock? Anyways, I love culture. I'm Italian. People think I'm Jewish, but I'm Italian. Somebody said I had a Jewish nose. What does that mean? Marty?
I don't see nose.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jewish nose. Then I realized I had my Star of David nose piercing in. You know? Yeah. I'm Italian. Italians love to describe people. They give living adjectives and nicknames to people that last a lifetime. Little nicknames. Italians love giving them to people. I'll give you a few examples. There's Johnny the mechanic. There's Joe the butcher. And there's Kelly who married the black guy. You know that? I don't know. I'm Mark who shit his pants in 11th grade. The third. I love culture. I love Japanese culture. I don't like Japanese culture. I like Japanese culture, so I bought a Toyota. The only issue is one big issue. I gotta take my shoes off every time I drive my car. You know? Got into a car accident, I committed a great shame. It's like a kamikaze, more than an accident. It's kind of like, yo, speaking of shoes, I have so much fucking sand in my shoe right now. You guys wouldn't believe how much sand I have on my shoe. You guys want to see?
How much sand?
So, I don't want to get sand all over your floors. But I'm going to see my
So
dog.
back to
You like feet?
tomorrow.
¿Quién te gusta pies? Who likes feet? Look, dude, you're not going to believe how much shoe fucking sand is in my... Oh, it's not that much. Sorry. So I had someone lick it off before I got here. So. All right, let's try a nice clean joke. Anyone ever work retail?
Yeah.
Okay, where'd you work?
Bed Bath and Beyond.
Bed Bath and Beyond. That's daily checks out. We have your bathrooms right over there. No, I love it. Anyone else work retail? Yeah, retail is good. But you ever work? You got one of your employees you work retail with, like, and there's a customer. You deal with the customer, and then you say to them, "Hey, have a nice day." And then your dickhead piece of shit coworker says, "Hey, why don't you have a nice weekend?" Like, why are you trying to one up me? You know? Why are you trying to? Then plus, people take it too far. Have a nice holiday weekend, another day. Have a nice month. Have a nice year. Wait, actually, if you take it too far, have a nice year is kind of douchey. Or have a nice life. Like, that's the worst. Have a nice life. You don't expect to see that again. Also, I don't want people to have a nice year. Nobody else? I just met you. I don't have enough information about you. Like, I just met you. This guy, what's his name again? I'm sorry. Jason. I met Jason. Say hi, Jason.
Hi, Jason.
Nice to meet you, Jason. I just met him. I don't necessarily know if I want to have a nice year. I don't know the fucking guy, you know? He might be going home and cut children up later. I don't know what he does in his free time. Have a nice year. Fuck you, Jason. You know? No, Jason, come up for Jason, everybody. Make some noise for Jason. I'm a young guy. I'm like only 23. Right? But I'm an old soul. I am an old soul. Anyone else feel they're an old soul? All right, I'm going to ask again because people have the definition of old soul completely confused. Most people think, oh my God, he's an old soul. He likes old music. He likes old movies. None of that. I just like girls with bushes. Is that anything? Any old souls here? Show of hands, show of hands. There we go. A few more. We get a few more going on. No, it's true. What are they talking about? Oh, I see my feet again? Here's something else I'd like to let you know. Did you just like me?
No, I was honest.
Oh, okay. I do stand-up. Why do I do stand-up? It's a big rivalry, big family rivalry I have. My uncle is a stand-up comedian, which is why I do this as well. Now, fortunately, he's in a wheelchair, so he didn't set the bar that high as a stand-up comedian, you know? Like, I always wanted to follow in his footsteps, but I had to follow in his tracks instead, you know? Okay, miss, you don't have to cover your mouth. Show me see the pearly whites. That's beautiful. Beautiful smile you have. No, it's true, you know. I guess I kneecapped him by that joke. I'm on a roll, though. You know what I mean, right? I don't know. I promise I'm a good guy. I swear. I'm a good guy. Like, I saw Toy Story with my mother the other day. Right? Isn't that nice? No, it's not. It's nice. It is nice. It was nice, but I'm used to going to see movies with like a girl or my ex-girlfriend. So bit of a problem when I try to put my dick in the popcorn bucket. You know, that kind of created an issue. I gotta just remember that because I'm gonna see Michael Jackson with my father next week. So I gotta make sure that I gotta remember that. Necesito recordar. That's for you. But oh, here's the thing about the Disney movies. I don't like about the Disney movies. I don't like the Disney movies. People like, oh, the new fucking Disney movies suck. The plot's just not as good. I don't like the fucking plots. They're not as good as they used to be in new fucking Disney movies. It's like, yeah, did you ever think because you're 37? You know, like you're 37 now. Andy's been whacking off for 12 years. Move on with the toy store. You know, Andy brings a girl home from college. Fucking, you know, he's going nuts. And Buzz is like, puts the mask on. You know, smells. And then Woody's in the other corner. I thought I was your Woody. The other one, you know, it's terrible. Let's end it off with a nice. Another minute? Sorry, I'm forgetting. I want to do a nice, clean family joke before I leave. This is true. This is not misdirection. Maybe we'll do two. I've been burning the candle at both ends. I've been so busy burning the candle at both ends. Right? Let me tell you something. Very inefficient use of candles. You know, not the best way to get your candle dollar. All right. Let's end it on a dirty one. No, I'm trying to think. Vamos. Anyone does anyone like a lot of people now, culture is so exciting. I love learning about culture, like I spoke about, you know, Japanese, black people, blah, blah, blah. That's all the culture there is. But a lot of people go on Ancestry.com. Has anyone been on Ancestry.com? Yeah. People try, it's a nice thought in theory, but people try to make their background and more interesting than it is. You know, this one girl I know, she told me she was 9/8 Navajo. 9/8 Navajo. I said, I think you're 100% retarded, because that doesn't make any sense at all. I got another friend before I leave, this fucking guy. He tells me he's 3% Irish. He's only 3% Irish. How? How are you only 3% Irish? So I thought about it. I racked my brains, plural, and racked my brain. How are you 3% Irish? I think it's because his grandmother only got fingered by an Irish guy. That's it. My name is Mark Armano. Follow me on Instagram. My name is Pelican Hat Production on Instagram. We do comedy shows, bingo, trivia, karaoke, in countless venues across South Florida, multiple events a week. Follow us on Instagram. Check out our website. It just went live. Thank you very much. Thank you, Marty, for having me. Thank you, Tobacconist.
And give it up for Pearl Harbor. Yeah. I know, too soon. Yeah. I'll tell you, Mark, you had a great set. Yeah, and also your comedy was very funny. That's right. And give it up for Head and Shoulders. Yeah. Actually, I'm using Head and Shoulders now in the pubic region. Let me tell you that. Let me tell you, it really improves their texture, appearance, and manageability. Yeah. I'll tell you, since I'm using Head and Shoulders there, let me tell you, I've changed my nickname. Now they call me Moses. You know why? Because I have a burning bush. That's right. Not an Old Testament crowd here either. Yeah. I'll tell you, he talked about a lot of different interesting subjects tonight. I can't remember one of them, I'll tell you that. But it was a great set. It talked about what? He's Italian and Jewish, right? Yeah. Oh, Ancestry. Yeah, he did his Ancestry.com search. Yeah, I did. I did genetic testing. You know what it came back? It came back that I'm 97% homosexual. That's right. And the other 3%, yeah, do the math. Yeah. Well, the next comic, I'm telling you, you're in for a treat. He's a real crowd pleaser, and he came all the way here from the Little River section in Northwest Miami to do this. And let me tell you, he said it was a hell of a walk. That's right. So clap it up for Jason. Yeah.
Thank you, Marty. I bet your bumper class didn't expect this me coming from Little River, did ya? Hey, man, how you doing? Bumper class, rustic lot in the house. I had to surprise your mother. Another white one. Oh, my God, you didn't believe that, did you? Recently, I realized that the Jamaican accent, that's very similar to, oh, the wee little people, the Irish. Oh, the Irish people, right? The ones on the rainbow, right? You notice how I did that? I went in the Irish from the Jamaican, the wee little people. I always thought about that. The pot of gold is the end of the rainbow, right? It's a pot of gold. The wee little Irish people. But think about this for a minute. Is it the wee little Irish people? Or the goddamn Jamaicans? It's a pot of gold. The gold ganja. That's what the fuck it is at the end of the rainbow. That's why a little leprechaun got stoned. He can't find the shit right. Sensamiria at the end of the rainbow. So y'all think this is me accent, don't you? God damn it, Bobby, it ain't my accent. Can I interest you on some propane accessories? You used to work at Bed Bath and Beyond. Where's the Beyond section? Marty's still looking for the Beyond section. So, this is my real voice, by the way. I am not Adam Sandler, just so y'all know. Some people say I look like Adam Sandler. Some people say I look like DJ Khaled. Right, y'all? I think I kind of look more like a DJ Khaled if you've seen him eat Adam Sandler. So, you and Marty used to work together as professors? I have a weird imagination. It immediately goes to like science or like some Indiana Jones out or Alan Quartermain bullshit because you guys are that old. Classical literature. I see y'all like paddling down some river like the fucking Nile or some shit. Not looking for gold, not looking for chemicals, looking for the lost city of ass. Y'all know Marty, y'all understand that joke. So, yeah, me and DJ Khaled have that belly. I am a little fat. I'm a big boy. Last time I looked in the mirror naked, my belly button looked in the mirror too and winked back at me and said, hey. The last time I saw more than just the tip of my penis, Obama was in office. I miss seeing Obama. I also miss seeing more than just the tip of my penis. I'd like to see more. Maybe one day. No Ozempic for me. That shit kills you. Don't take that. So, let's see. What else do I have for you guys tonight? The other day I was in Hialeah. So I'm over there in Little River area. And I went past the House of Corn, Casa de Maize. I'm not really a Spanish person, so Casa de Maize. And I looked at the menu and I'm like, corn 27 different ways. I'm like, corn on the cob, corn this way, corn that way. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, no matter how they serve it to me, it's still coming out the same way. What difference does it make, right? Casa de Maize. Yeah. So you guys are a pretty Spanish crowd here, I take it, right? I'm going to tell y'all straight up, I'm pretty gringo, okay? I haven't told this joke really ever. I'm going to try this one out on you and we'll see real quick. I lived in Puerto Rico for a little bit over in Ocean Park near Paco Beach. You know about Paco Beach?
All over?
No. Well, yeah, similar if you go left of the lifeguard station. So not only was I there, I was a tour guide in Fajardo because I spoke English. So they were like, hey, she's back there. Are you Puerto Rico? How did I know this? I knew this.
No.
So, no, you're not? Yes, you are.
Inverted.
No, the one behind you.
Oh, exactly.
Sorry.
No, makes sense.
So anyway, and I live in Puerto Rico, and I'm their tour guide, and I live in Ocean Park. And my friend that I live with, he helps me. We go see the Banshees. I don't know. Anybody in here know what the Banshees are in Puerto Rico? They're the drug dealers. They sit on Banshees in case the cops come and ride away. So I go with my friend who speaks fluent Spanish. I speak very little Spanish. And whenever we go, he's like, vente, vente, vente. I think, please save it for a minute. I think he's saying pato. Vente pato. Here, Benji. So I'm like, all right, cool. So this happens a bunch of times. We go, and one day he can't go with me. So I go up to the Benji, and I'm like, vente pato. And the Benji, you see his face turn immediately like, hey, no, senor. I'm like, no, vente, pato, vente. No. So finally, I'm like, vente, pato. And he's like, senor, you need to like go. He doesn't speak much English either. So I'm like, what the fuck? My buddies always come up like 10 times. Been like, hey, I would go and have a nice time. So I'm like, fuck it, what else can I say to this guy, right? So I'm like, 30 marijuana. He's like, oh, okay, senor, no problema. So I go and get it. The next day I go to my stepdad, start smoking with him, and he's like, where did you get this shit from? It's pretty good. And I told him the story how I went to Louisa and went to this place, this neighborhood, and I said, Vente pato. He looked at me and his face changed like the gangsters. He's like, do you realize you're lucky to be alive? I was like, no, why? He's like, you're a gringo. That's when he explained to me the difference between pato and pasto. And then I was asking like, Benji to suck my dick for $20. If y'all speak Spanish, you totally understand that. Hopefully not. So hopefully you guys like that little story right there. The last comedian was talking about Head and Shoulders. I forget what he was saying, but something about Head and Shoulders. And I realized, you guys ever hear that old song, Head and Shoulders, Knees and Toes? Well, it's a kid's song, right? Well, I realized as I get older that it's more like dating, like skills, dating things I want to have in a relationship. You're like, what? Head and shoulders? Yeah, head. If the girl doesn't give a good head, what the fuck is the point? Right? So at the same time, it's like shoulders. Oh, you were saying something. I just totally lost where I was going with that one. Anyway, we're gonna go to another one. So let's see. Living here in Miami, I realized that Jesus can go both ways, right? Now, I'm not talking, you guys are thinking immediately like gay or straight, right? I'm talking about the pronunciation. It's either Jesus or it's Jesus, right? So if it's all holy, beautiful, died on a cross, literally nailed it, it's Jesus. He walks in 3 hours late, ripped jeans, smelling like weed, carrying a 6-pack of Modelo, asking to get paid under the table. Guess who that is? That's Jesus, right? If it's all holy, that's Jesus. If it's holy shit, that's Jesus. If you walk in your house and you see your grandmother sitting there on the couch or in the lazy boy and she's clutching her pearls and she's crying, she's praying to Jesus, right? If you walk in your house and you hear coming from your bedroom and you open up the door, guess what you're finding? Your girlfriend cheating on you with Jesus. All of a sudden you see a guy run by your window, jump in and hide underneath the bed, and then all of a sudden you hear a knock at your door, and it's Ice. That's Jesus underneath the bed, praying to Jesus. Ice doesn't catch him, right? So I live, as they said, in Miami here, and you guys ever seen there's a building in a little bit underneath the Little Haiti? It's a big building. It says, I see myself in you. It's off of 62nd and 7th Avenue. It's big neon letters. It says, I see myself in you. Well, every time I pass it, I'm like, what the hell is this building? It just says, I see myself in you. And I'm like, there's no other branding on the building. It's a 3 or 4-story building. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I keep thinking to myself, I'm like, is this the Women's Rape Crisis Counseling Center? All right, I'm gonna end on one other one for you guys here. So I know you guys know this one at least. The arches down here in Miami that they've been building are way over fucking budget. They realize they're not hurricane proof. There's all sorts of other shit that you guys don't even realize. But I did a little investigation about them. And I realized that they're trying to emulate the St. Louis arches, right? You guys know the St. Louis arch, the big arch in St. Louis. It's the gateway to the West, right, Marty? The big, beautiful thing. Well, I'm like, what the fuck are they building these arches for? What are they trying to emulate here? Like, St. Louis is the gateway to the West. I'm like, what is Miami the gateway to? Cocaineville? So that's when I realized, I was like, let me do a little research on this thing. Well, I realized that these arches, and I can't make this up, you guys can do the research. The name of the architect that's building these arches, you know what it is? Anybody in here? Donald McDonald. So Miami is getting white, golden, freaking giant Donald McDart arches, McArches. So on that note, all I can say, Miami, is thank you for my time, Marty, and I'm snorting it.
All I can say is, I'm loving it, yeah. Yeah, give it up for the Banshees, yeah. The drug dealers, yeah. Actually, people think, they say, Marty, I bet you do not have to work because you sell drugs. I say, no, that's not the case. I do not sell drugs. I give them away for free. Yeah. And back at the James, yeah. I give it up for his reference to Head and Shoulders, yeah. All the shower jokes, I'll tell you. But I'll tell you, I'm so old, I remember when Soap on a Rope was a sex toy. Can you believe that? There. We all got our fetishes, right? You know, the other day, a dude said to me, Marty, says, what's your fetish? I said, well, I like to jack off in the shower. I told him, I like to jack off in the shower. He said, that's not so weird. A lot of guys do it. I said, the way I do it is very weird. He said, how's that? I said, I do not run the water. I told him, yeah. And I give it up to New York, I'll tell you. Yeah, right? Brooklyn. The hood, yeah. I'll tell you, I'm so old, when I lived in New York, it wasn't New York. No, it was New Amsterdam. And Wall Street was actually a wall to keep out the Native Americans. Yeah. And the Hudson River, we didn't know where the fuck it went. And nobody cared. And the first mayor of New York, Peter Stuyvesant, he had a wooden leg, a wooden prosthetic. And you know how he died? In a fire, because he was highly combustible. Yeah. But I don't like to talk shit about the Native Americans, because last weekend I did comedy out at the Miccosukee Resort, out in the Everglades Marsh. And let me tell you, the room was swamped. You get it? A marsh is a swamp, right? Right. God, I got to retire that joke like my hairline, I'll tell you that. But let me tell you, the Indians were talking shit behind my back. You know what? I heard one. I guess you can say the Native Americans have reservations about doing stand-up comedy. They didn't like that. You got to be politically correct, right? You got to watch what you say and what you do. But listen, the next comic, I'll tell you, he's got no reservations about bearing it all. I'll tell you that. I don't know how long he's been doing stand-up. I don't know what he does for a living. And I don't know where he's from. And between us, I don't give a shit. Okay. John Mellon, yeah.
Give it up one more time for your host, Marty, everybody.
Yeah.
Marty! And Mike Tobacconist for making this possible. I don't know how I want to start this. I'm really trying to free will here. Which, was unusual because I'm on the spectrum. I'm 185 pounds and I'm on the spectrum. Which is fine, because my mom always says, some nights a girl just needs a big and stupid. I think I fit that one up. Now, but being on the spectrum, though, I like patterns. I like consistency. I like things staying the same. Like, I still fool around this girl I met from middle school. Yeah. Although I think we got to stop. Next year she graduates. Oh, I saw a little gasp there. That still counts as a laugh to me. Oh, man. Now, I want to start a band, though, with special needs people. We call ourselves the Helen Kellers. You don't necessarily have to make good music. You just have to sound like her. Yeah, we can lighten up, have fun here. Yeah, looking here, I see that nice little pride flag here, very progressive place. Give it up for yourselves, yeah. You know, the hot topic still is the transgenders. I hear people are sort of like ooh and ah, like don't know what to do. I don't have a problem with it. I say live your life, as long as you don't have a bigger dick than me. You have a bigger dick than me. I don't drink, but I will grab that Bud Light can and shove it right at you. No, it's either gonna be small in mine or no dick at all. That's where my tolerance lies. Yeah, if I get smoke anywhere, I'm taking advantage of it. Goddamn, yeah.
Yeah.
Been smoking on now 20 years, and people are like, well, you think about quitting? You might die. I'm like, I think you missed out on what this whole thing called life is, because there's a beginning and then there's a fucking end. I'm just getting there quicker than you are. It's like an easy pass at Disney World. Oh shit. I don't know, but I'm happy. I'm in a good mood. You guys in a good mood here tonight?
Yeah.
Good. You might be like me. I don't watch the news. I cannot stand that shit. You guys watch the news? You bother yourself with that? Yeah. I want to put on TV to be entertained. I don't want to watch some boring shit some guys saying about taxes or the White House. I don't care. If you want me to watch the news, give me a story that would impress me. You know, like we landed on Mars. We made contact with UFOs. Scientists say if you come on a blind girl's face, it makes them see again. Like actual news. That's what I need. Like that Epstein list bullshit. I don't care who's on the list. I could guess who you're about to say before you can say it. You know, give me someone I wouldn't guess. Like Dolly Parton, Weird Al Yankovic, Mr. Rogers. Yeah. He said there's a tape with Mr. Rogers on the island. He's going, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Is it? Then I'm interested, folks. Got my attention. That's high quality entertainment to me. You know, the thing with the Epstein, they said there's like, what, tapes of like the people on the island. That's the rumor, right? Tapes? Which one do you beat off to? I still watch Ray J and Kim Kardashian just for, you know, nostalgia. If I've had to watch a tape, folks, there's one person right away I want to watch. Stephen Hawking. Hands down, I want to watch Stephen Hawking. Because even if he wasn't on the island, I'd still want to see a tape. Some woman, she's bent in a weird angle, and he's behind her with a chair, just not saying I jacked off to it, but I definitely have some popcorn. That's entertainment to me, folks. I like weird shit. Yeah. Okay, I'm looking around here. I'm gonna pick on you. You guys a couple? You guys an item? Yep. You got, okay, how long? Just how long you been together?
About a year.
About a year? Would you say it's a committed relationship? Or you just have, no. Okay, all right, I'll stop picking on you. Me, I'm married. But even when I first got married, I still acted like a single guy. You know, I want to go out, I want to do this. I didn't think I was in a committed relationship until a couple of years ago. My wife had to help me wipe my ass. I was in the hospital. I had pancreatitis. I could, you know, and the way they do it is the way they'll let you out, just like they give you the opioids. You got to make a bowel movement before they let you out. And I had to wait 3 days until I finally got it going. But with pancreatitis, your whole stomach's basically immobile. You're like paralyzed. You can kind of only do this. So then it's like, all right, I gotta go to the bathroom. And then I'm like, shit, honey. And not only she helped me wipe my ass, she did it to my standard. Because like, wipe, still got a lot of room, still got a lot of work to do. Wipe, we're getting there. Wipe, all right, a little bit of blood, we're good. Yeah, no. But yeah, before I was with my wife though, I like to date around. And I don't discriminate though. I don't have really much of a preference other than, hey, you want to go out? Sure, that's my preference. You pick me, you win. Like I like white, I like Latina because we're down here. I like black too. Yeah, when I want the black girl, I like to hit it from the back of the bus. There we go. A little slow wheel there. Speaking of which, you know, I want to say this: Black Lives Matter to the cops. Ooh, I mean, you keep waving the fan, you're hiding your laugh. Just laugh. You can enjoy it, even if it's wrong. You can enjoy it. Yeah, dirty thing is good. A girl said a finger in my ass would fix my limp dick. I said, the only thing that's gonna cure is my constipation. If you get head from a girl with two heads and one swallows, does the other one spit? I thought, if you're a gay Siamese twin and you're the bottom, and so it means you receive it, does the other half shit it out? Or even this, if you're, let's say you're a Siamese twin, you're in like a heterosexual relationship, but you're doing missionary position, which is, I can only imagine the woman has to be horrible. They have to see, have to see that face, and then you got this other one going. The things that shoot around my head, folks. I like being entertained, but I can only be entertained by the most disturbing things. A girl I was about to have sex with said we should use protection. I said, why? Kids can't grow in your face. If you don't remember any of these jokes, that one you can definitely remember. That one you can keep the heart. It's one that really, at all my shows, puts a twinkle in people's eyes. Now, but I don't do drugs. Like I do smoke marijuana, but I don't do anything else than that. But I think America needs a new wonder drug. I don't know about you. Like we got Viagra, Ozempic's very popular. What about what the people really need? A painkiller you can mix with alcohol. There's what we need. You can tell me you would turn down a script from your doctor for oxycodone? Fentanyl's bad, but tequila, that sounds like a good time. I don't have a third example. They say comedy is supposed to come in threes, but I don't have a third. Just like my wife with Drivebusters. A bit of a pro-life crowd here tonight. Okay, shit. I'm sorry, I'll grab the red hat and my visor here and put it on. We'll make this show great again.
Oh.
Hey, you gotta take them where you can get them. I don't know, folks. Like, I don't know about you, but I'm usually kind of broke. Like, I get paid and then immediately it's gone. And I just have to look at it and go, taxes, fucking taxes. I can't stand that shit. But every time when you get to like taxes and people get happy, like, oh, I'm getting a refund. I'm getting money back. That was your money to begin with, you jackass. Don't you know understand how the scam works? But people try to justify that shit. They'll say, oh, the government built the roads. No, they didn't. They took your money, paid someone else, and then took it back. They paid themselves twice. I work at debt collection. I know a fucking scam when I see one. But even then, they'll try to still justify it more. They'll say, oh, well, your taxes, that goes to important things, like children's cancer research. Just say it was my money, right? What about the things I wanted to fund? Like weed, cigarettes, and titty dancers, okay? So unless that bald-headed, oxygen hose, St. Jude's calendar model wants to get on a pole and spin for me, quit stealing seals out of Coco's G-string, okay?
Here's $1 for you.
What the fuck was that?
$1 for you.
Oh, Jesus, if the dollar actually meant something. I don't know, but I don't know if you tell you I'm kind of large here. I do the Uber Eats. You guys do the Uber Eats? You enjoy that? No? Good for you. I don't understand people who order health food on Uber Eats. You get that? You're spending $70 on a fucking salad? Go big. Get the wings. Get McDonald's. Sorry, getting health food at Uber Eats? That's like paying for a hooker that only does dry humping. There's a fentanyl addict out in the street corner that'll pull out a glass eye for me so I can put it in the socket. I'm just saying, you get bang for your buck. My mom says if I get big in comedy, I'll no longer have to jack off alone, which means I'll still be jacking off, but at least I'll have an audience. I read a story the other day. 10-year-old boy passed away from cancer. And his biggest dream was to be on stage as part of a magic show. Call me an optimist. I still think we can make it happen. I mean, he's already in a box. Something not going to fuck up the closure when they cut his ass in half, is he? All right, guys, thank you so much for your time. You guys have been great. Let's bring back your host, Mike.
it up for pancreatitis. And toilet paper. Actually, with this economy, the price of toilet paper is so high. Obviously, this crowd doesn't give a shit. Yeah, that's right. And the price of condoms, whoa. Obviously, this crowd don't give a fuck either. That's right. Yeah, yeah. I talked a lot about the good news and the bad news. Ooh, yeah. A lot of the bad news now is the Iraqis are threatening to assassinate President Trump.
Iranian.
It's the bad news. The Iranians. Yeah, same thing. But let me tell you, that's the good news is the Iranians cannot get him to stand still long enough to fucking stone him. They can't. Not a stoning crowd here either. Yeah. Well, listen. Back by popular demand, we're gonna have a little more music before the night's over. So clap it up for our favorite guitarist at my Tobacconist, Ricky Alive.
You guys made it to the end. Nice job, guys. If anybody wants to sign up, you can cancel me out. You guys take priority. You haven't been up? Okay. We're going to do some more comedy music then, guys. What do you say?
Yeah.
Great comics tonight, right? We had a lot of funny guys. I'm going to do a little bit more. I'm going to do a song about my cat.
Yeah.
Yeah? You guys have a cat? You guys have any pets? Yeah? Oh, the married couple over here. How many cats do you have? Just one? 5? All right, the song might be more true for you than for me. I used to be a dog guy. I always had dogs, and then I got a cat. And I wrote this song to kind of explain what it's like for people who maybe never had it. Take a picture and post online. Realize your cat is not as cute as other cats online. He's your little friend who bites your legs, and also he is not your friend. Sometimes I wanna take his toys away, but somehow I feel like I would pay. He likes to watch you when I'm having sex. That's kinda cool, man, I do not object. He's a watcher, spider stalker, don't like water. Oh, he's a watcher, he's my little guy. And you love him, and he puts up with you, 'cause, well, you feed him, and he can't escape from you. He's your little friend who don't pay rent, and also he is definitely not your friend. Sorry, I'm distracted. I got ADD. Why did I do this? I do this to myself. I clean his litter 5 times a week. He wakes me up from the deepest sleep. He likes to watch you when I'm making love. My little cheerleader, my bestest bud. He's a watcher, spider stalker, don't like water. Whoa, he's a watcher, he's my little guy. Thank you. Did I nail it? Was it pretty much your guys' experience? Cool. I thought so. Guys, if you really want to support, love the art, I got some watcher t-shirts. It says I'm a watcher and has a picture of my cat. It's not a joke, but it is funny. And you can bring that comedy to everybody. I didn't really practice this song. I didn't know I'd be doing so much time because not a lot of comics. Tell your comedian friends to show up, guys. I'm gonna do this song that I wrote. It's gonna close out the night, but this song is supposed to unite us against a common enemy, you know? Billionaires. All right. A farmer plants a seed in the ground. 6 months later, they can feed a whole town. Ooh, we need farmers. Right? A teacher plants an idea inside a child's mind. And when they grow up, they can change the world. Ooh, we need teachers too. But there's one group of people that we just don't need. You can argue their existence hurts society, and they use a bunch of money to buy companies, and they manipulate the government policies. You guys know what I'm talking about? I kind of gave it away at the beginning, right? That's right, billionaires. If they were gone, life might be fair. Probably not, but who could know? It would be one less problem though. Oh, billionaires. And we made them so it's not fair. Maybe we should stop people at 999 million. Seems like a good compromise, right? 999. They still got a good amount of money, more than I'll ever see, right? And some of you guys are like, hey, Ricky, what the hell is this? Socialism? No, well, listen to this. A college kid stole an idea, and he backstabbed his friend. He built a website and called it the Facebook. Ooh, now your uncle is a racist flat earther. We don't need that. Some bald muscly bitch gave us all free shipping. But their drivers don't have time and they gotta piss in bottles. Ooh, but we also have a Prime subscription, right? That's on us. Well, billionaires give millions to the charities, but it's all part of the plan to lower gross earnings so they don't have to pay taxes or help the poor, and the charity is run by another rich jerk, right? And when society ends, they will be living large and will be fighting each other for the last drops of water, and they'll be laying in the sand as we're set to the slaughter. Billionaires, they go to Turkey and get new hair. They don't look like you or me. They look way better because of surgery. Oh, billionaires. We should take all their stuff and share, right? But actually, it was my idea, so maybe I should get a slightly larger portion. No, you guys aren't on board? Okay. We're ending our Tobacconist night right now, guys. And I've been talking about these jerk-off billionaires. But I want to talk about you guys. Can you guys, tell me your job? And I'm going to sing about you for a second here, and then we'll close out the song. What do you guys do? Just unemployed like me?
Ex-cop.
You're what?
Ex-cop.
You're an ex-cop. Oh, damn. You don't see a lot of cops. Did you, retire very young?
No.
They got a hold of your chest cam, huh? All right. Well, thanks for what you did do before, all right? A cop will racially profile you, but they also get paid with your tax money, and I guess that's kind of cool. Ooh, we need cops around. I don't know about that one, but thank you. Thank you for giving me something to sing about. I remember spring, but what's your name?
Ishmael.
Ishmael, dude. Thanks for coming out tonight. I love the frosted tips. I would do it, but nobody will see my pubes. All right, one more job, and I'm going to close it out. We're going to close out tonight. Give me another job. I know somebody else has a job in here. George?
I sell metal.
You sell metal. Are you like an arms dealer and you're trying to make it? You just sell metal for what use? For Metallica?
No. Whatever.
Whatever, you don't ask questions. All right, thank you, George. A metal salesman will ask you very few questions and supply you large quantities of metal. Ooh, we need metal guys like George. Give it up for George, guys. Thank you for dealing with me a second time and for hanging out with us. We do this every second and fourth Saturday. And if you guys get the courage, get the hell up here, man. It'll be awesome. Ishmael, Spring's lovely girlfriend who's been quieter. All right, let's do one last thing. Well, billionaires are people that we'll never meet, but still millions worship them and want to kiss their feet because they think that someday they might get rich too, but it's all a bunch of bull to take advantage of you. Billionaires. They got too much money to even care about the song. They're billionaires. Thank you, guys. Please hit me up if you want a t-shirt, if you want to follow me. I would love to talk to you guys. Give it up for Marty one last time. Let's close this out.
Give it up for Mr. Metal, yeah. I'll tell you, see me after the show. We'll iron things out. Yeah, and give it up for Ishmael, our first responder. Ishmael, I'll tell you, if you have a heart on, I'll respond. Yeah. Because I know how to make a cop come, yeah. Yeah, you call 911, yeah. Works every time. Yeah, that was good. And give it up for our guitarist, Up the Magic Dragon, yeah. For all the comics tonight, I'll tell you, I haven't seen a line. Oh, I told you that, right? Yeah. What a crowd, what a crowd. I'll tell you, anybody else want to tell? I'll tell you, I like to feel a mic in my hand, I do. Yeah. Anyone here named Mike? How about an Eduardo or a Gonzalo? Okay. Yeah, they're all the same. You know, I got a theater background. People don't believe it. You know, they can't do this shit without a theater background. In fact, I made my debut. You might have heard of it, the beautiful musical West Side Story. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like you're one of the Sharks. Yeah. Or the Jets. Yeah. Well, let me tell you, any of you see me in West Side Story? Nobody saw me in West. You know why you didn't see me in West Side Story? Because I was on the east side of town at the time. That's right. After that, I went on to do the musical Oklahoma. Oklahoma. Beautiful musical. Any of you see me in Oklahoma? Nobody saw me. You know why you didn't see me in Oklahoma? Because I was in Texas at the time. That's right. After that, I did Fiddler on the Roof. Beautiful, beautiful musical. Fiddler, did you see me in Fiddler on the Roof? You know, you didn't see me, no. You know why? Because I was in the house at the time. Yeah. Preparing for Shabbos. Yeah. Where are my Jews at? No Jews here tonight. No, one Jew. Yeah, you know why there's no Jews here? They've all gone back to the Holy Land. Yeah, Boca Raton. This land is mine, God gave Boca Raton to me. In fact, I was in Winn-Dixie the other day looking for gefilte fish. Couldn't find gefilte fish in the international foods aisle. Stopped a guy working that aisle. I said, "Sir, could you please help me find the gefilte fish?" He says, "I don't know what that is." He didn't know. I don't blame him. He's a GED graduate. Yeah, no offense. I said, "It's a Jewish fish." It's a Jewish fish. He said, "Really?" I did not know that fish had a rotation. He didn't know. I said, "Perhaps I misspoke. Gefilte fish comes in a jar." He said, "Really? I thought all fish come in the ocean." I said, "Excuse me, that's called spawning." He said with one question, how do they get the fish in the jar? I says, well, actually, I think it's caught from a pier. He said, really, the only thing I ever caught from a pier was an STD. Yeah, that's pier, P-E-E-R and P-I-E-R. Buccaneers so proud here. Yeah. Those are what you call homonyms. But I went home without my gefilte fish, and I went online, and wouldn't you know, I was catfished. Yeah. It's not kosher, no, but it's a lot more common these days. Yeah. Actually, I reached out to all faiths. In fact, last Sunday I went to church. And as soon as I entered the church, the priest come up to me. He said, sir, would you like to genuflect? I said, Father, I do not know what that means. He says, well, you get down on your knees and you kneel in front of me. I said, well, Father, I'm not Catholic, but I'm gay. He said, well, that's even better. Let's take it behind the altar. I said, okay, Padre, sounds like a plan. Well, let me tell you guys, and this is between us, because what happens in Tampa stays in Tampa, right? Fucking crowd don't know they're not in Key West, Gainesville, or Tampa, or Jersey. Well, let me tell you, last Sunday, I found Jesus. That's right. I was born again, but I was not resurrected. Well, let me tell you, man, was I erected. I'll tell you, this has been a great night. You know, I'm not going home now. I'm not going home. I'm going to a home. Shady Pines Assisted Living. That's right. And I gave up a lot to come here tonight. Yes, I did, because Saturday night is bingo night. And last Saturday, I hit the jackpot on 069. That's right. And I won 6 months of free OTC products. And you know what I'm going for? Preparation H. In fact, I'm a member of the NHSA, National Hemorrhoid Society of America. That's right. In fact, the other day we had a meeting in Kendall, and let me tell you, it was standing room only. That's right. But speaking of hemorrhoids, let me tell you, I don't know what's worse, doing stand-up comedy or a rectal itch. And between us, I think it's doing stand-up comedy. Because folks can see how much you're suffering. That's right. Believe me, it's not doing stand-up. It's not easy doing stand-up. You know, I've done stand-up in all kinds of venues. Actually, my last gig was aboard a clothing optional cruise. And you know how I opened? I told the crowd that I would take care of all their necessities. That's right. But guys, let me end up with a little poem, because it's a spoken word, right, guys? Spoken word. And we've had some beautiful poetry here tonight. Thanks for Richard. Clap it up. And our guitarist in residence, and my comic. I know that I'm old, but you haven't a clue. Those of you who would want me are numbered quite few. Eduardo and Gonzalo. There. I'm not complaining, but this much is true. Wait, let me start again. Hey, clap it up, clap it up. I know that I'm old, but you haven't a clue. Those of you who would want me are numbered quite few. There's no doubt about it that aging brings fears. like my head and my dick haven't had a blowjob in years. That's what we call a pullback. At my age, you can fuck up and everybody claps. Last night I had a terrible fright. I mistook a Viagra for a sleeping pill, and I'll tell you guys, I was up the whole night. There's no doubt about it. Oh, I told you that already. Yeah. I'm not complaining, but this much is true. What I used to do all night now takes me all night to do. Well, the older I get, the more that I see. Not only can I not come, but it's much harder to be. I'll conclude by saying, though I'm not in my prime, thanks to Viagra and Metamucil Bible laxative, I can come and go at the same time. Please keep down your applause, because I hear the clap is highly contagious. And I cannot afford to go viral again, if you know what I mean. So hark, forsooth, alas, not a Shakespeare crowd. Every year that I celebrate is a birthday gift that I'll take. But you know that you're old when the candles cost more than the cake. Right, guys? What more I can say, I'll tell you. In closing, let me put it this way. I love you, you love me. Please sing along.
We're a happy family with a big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too?
Give it up for Harry Belafonte. But all I can say, my way, right? I did it my way. I love you, you love me. You got to see this show for free. So follow me to my car, and you will see a shooting star. But guys, listen, let's end with a little spiritual message. Like you hear in church every Sunday, take the hand of your loved one, your friend, your partner, your significant other, your fuck buddy, and sing along with me like you do in church. Hey, we got one more drop in. Hey, how beautiful. Well, I guess you can say I never come last. Yeah. Let there be sex on earth, and let it begin with me. Oh, let there be sex on earth, the sex that was meant to be. So keep on sucking and keep on fucking and eating ass eternally. Oh, let there be sex on earth, and let it begin with me. Well, let's bring up our final comic. Yes, you're the last. Yes. Funny as fuck. Just came in from where?
Work.
Yeah, what the?
Breaking the illusion. This is not my job.
What are you, a sanitary worker?
No, I'm gonna rob this place.
Tell you. Yeah.
I'm wearing all black for a reason. I can't lie.
John Wellen, yeah. Miles.
Yeah.
John. Miles, give it up.
Give it up for Miles.
Give it
Thanks, Mark. Mark, you got the string between your pants.
All right. Calm down, everybody. Calm down. How we doing? We got the man of the hour here, sitting right in the front. We got the cameras on the crowd too. That's wicked. That's wicked. Are we doing all right, guys? I just got off the shift. Pretty awesome. My name is Miles John Watkins.
to celebrate myself, I did get my first apartment.
Nice.
It's an efficiency. Don't get excited. A lot of people are like, "Oh, it's the same thing." It's like, no, it's not. I'm next door to your grandma. Like, it's not the same thing. Ooh, they're telling secrets. But to get into the efficiency, I had to legally change my name. On the contract, I had to legally change my name from Miles John Watkins to Miles Juan Joaquins. All right, that's the only good joke you guys are getting tonight because I wrote a lot of new stuff. So, all right. I went to Publix, and they got the clearance section. One of the clearance items they had was it was a soup can, and it was called cream of pocket lint. It wasn't 50% off. It wasn't free. It was negative $1.25. You actually gained money from owning it. Yep, that's a new one. Let's go to the next one. But yeah, I was at Publix, and you know what? They kicked me out of Publix. Ridiculous. They kicked me out of Publix for weighing myself. They threw me on the side of the street, and they didn't even let me go back inside to get my clothes. How are you supposed to accurately weigh yourself fully clothed? I mean, I'm not discussing. I have my shoes on, you know. I'm not going to walk in public barefoot. Am I a freak? Weighing myself like this? Let me unlock my phone. My password's all ones for you guys. Yeah, you know, I am single. My girlfriend broke up with me. That's how that works, you know. My girlfriend broke up with me, and you know, I'm pretty easy to get rid of, and I'm pretty easy to forget about. But you know what's not easy to get rid of? That big yellow stain on her mattress. Good luck forgetting me now. I'll always be there when you wake up. Well, besides the yellow stain, I will just be in the closet, just waiting for the perfect time. I'm always wearing black. You never know. But yeah, being single, back on dating apps. And the only issue with that is I forgot my Roblox password. That's my least favorite joke I've ever written. But I have to do it for you, brother. Look, we're opposites. All white.
I'm symbolic. This is symbolic.
Oh, yin and yang. Yin and yang. You know, but to cheer myself up, I like to go to the aquarium a lot. At the aquarium, they got a bunch of things. They got penguins. Some of these penguins don't have wings. It's fine. They don't need them. But they got this 200-year-old lobster. You know, they got this 200-year-old lobster. And I was looking at this guy. I was thinking, wow, 200 years. And he didn't even try once to stop slavery. What an asshole. He was 39 years old when slavery ended, and he didn't even think, let me put a claw in there and help out. No, not one thought. No, not even helping out with women's voting rights. But you know what? He did try his darndest to help out with gay marriage, and he succeeded. He succeeded, but he was gay himself, so little shellfish. Yeah. I went there, guys. Shellfish. I'm gonna make it big one day. So stupid. No, but you know what? I'll be honest. What did I actually learn about the 200-year-old lobster? He was delicious. 2 centuries in one belly, John. Oh yeah, I love that Christmas tree you got on. It's fucking July. But yeah, you know, speaking on mammals, one time I was at a pool party, and I was talking to this girl. We were having a good time. Hey, nice shirt. Nice shirt, Marty. Pop that collar, white boy. Hey, you crazy. Yeah, white boy crazy. You know what? You're pretty attractive, Marty. No, I'm joking. Marty is the 200-year-old lobster, by the way. But I was talking to this girl, and I was like, we were having a good time, talking for like 20 minutes. And I was like, you know what? I want to like let this girl know that I find her attractive, but I don't want to be weird. So I'm like, how can I compliment her without seeming like a creep? So I told her straight up, I said, so I was making her laugh, so I saw her smile, and I was like, You smile like a beluga whale. She looked at me dead in the eyes and she went, all right, and she just walked away. She just walked away. And I was like, and if for some reason I was like, oh, beluga whales have nice smiles, because they do smile like a bulldog, you know? And then I looked at it, not a good smile at all. They got ugly teeth. Yeah, Google it. Put on the Jumbotron. Oh. My bad. Thought there was a Jumbotron. Where's the pyrotechnics at? You know, I like to pick my nose at stoplights because it distracts people from being on their phones. Stop texting on your phones. You know, that's a true story. I was picking my freaking nose this morning. All right, you guys know Mr. Beast, who's a YouTuber? I hacked into his script writing team, and the next video they're working on is $1 suicides compared to $1 billion suicides. You did not like that one. My bad.
I did.
Thank you. Wait, I'm forgetting it. A lot of people, that's stupid, but let's risk it. You know, I've never seen Marty without a hat on. I hope there's like a goblin underneath it, like a tiny little alien controlling him. You know, a lot of people, being from Miami, a lot of people ask, like, what are you? Like, racially. Like, they ask me, what are you? And I like to have a little bit of fun with it. So I go, sorry, that's as much as I wrote, so I'm trying to think of something now. I'm a fun guy, I guess. Okay, we'll do that one. I'll think of something better, I swear! Okay, let's do something else. You know, I know you guys are probably thinking like, wow, this guy is so funny. He must be smart. No, a lot of people think if you're funny, you must be smart, and they correlate with each other. That's not true at all, because pee-pee poo-poo, caca pee-pee, that's funny. Smart? No, not at all. It's almost your nap time, brother. What's that? This guy's nap time, too. E equals MC squared. Smart. Not funny. Not funny at all. You know, but I'm going to end with this for you guys. You know, I am, you know what, wait, I got a few more things. Can we stay up for like an hour more? Are we cool with that? No? Okay. Time out. But yeah, my girlfriend did break up with me, and 2 days after she broke up with me, her grandma died. Karma, anyone? No, that's not funny. She did die of natural causes, though. A bazooka. Goof! No, I missed. What a shame. I didn't miss the puppy shelter with 355 puppies, though. It's fine. They're all beagles. No, we love beagles. Was that like a good joke? No? Yes. Thank you. Do it every time. I do wish we had pyrotechnics, so like every time I got the punchline, just... All right, I'll end with this. So like, I used to be a busboy at a restaurant, you know, retired busboy. Thank me for my service. You know, and I used to be a busboy, and everybody had a nickname at this restaurant. Everybody had a nickname, and I always wanted a nickname. So one day I was putting these dishes away, and one of the fry cooks, he comes up to me and he points at me, and he goes, "Medicom." And then he repeats it, until now everybody in the restaurant is now calling me that. Finally, I got a nickname. So I'm going around strutting my stuff like a cowboy because I'm all excited that I got a nickname, you know? And one of my fellow busboys, Dario, aka Puta, I didn't mean to look at you so aggressively when I said that, I apologize. You were like, oh, like it was a gun, I just shot you. No, but he told me, he was like, hey, like, how do you feel about your nickname? And I was like, you know, I don't mind. You know, I'm cool with it. I think it's pretty good. And he's like, well, you know what it means, right? And I was like, yeah. It's American in Spanish. And he's like, oh, no. They're calling you gay. I was like, fuck, not again. And I was like, damn, and I was reflecting on this, and I was thinking, wow, every time they called me that, every time they called me gay, I would kind of puff my chest up. And I'd be like, yes, I am. And then I'd be like proud. I would kind of like be like, yes, I am gay. And you know what? My parents are gay too. And my parents before them are gay. This whole time I've just been patriotically gay. Anyway, I was Miles Watkins. Thank you guys. What a night, Marty! Here, you take this.
I come from a mixed background, yeah. I'm gay and my parents were straight, yeah. Yeah, and give it up for the 200-pound lobster, yeah. Good night, officer, yeah. Actually, my ex was a fisherman, but I broke up with him because I found out he had crabs, yeah. I couldn't deal with that. And give it up for the beluga whale, yeah. Yeah, did you see on the news where a guy on a kayak off the coast of Chile in the Pacific Ocean, a big-ass whale swallowed him up. And like a minute later, he spit up the kayak and the guy. And it got me thinking, you know what the whale and I have in common? We both do not swallow. That's right. Yeah, give it up for a night worker here, I'll tell you. You know, I'm a night person, so I'm applying for kind of jobs at night, nocturnal work. In fact, the other day I applied for a job at a funeral parlor, and they said, we cannot hire you. I said, why not? He said, cause you look too much like the clientele. That's right. Yeah. No fucking laugh. Yeah. That's the story with Actually, I'm looking for work. You know, the other day I applied for a job at a national sporting goods store. And the interviewer said, Marty, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? And I said, working with dicks. That's what I told him. I didn't get the fucking job. Yeah. Fuck the management team. But guys, it's... Hello? Yeah. Anyway, guys, I think it's we're going to close now. We'll be back the second, well, today's 2nd and 4th.
The 25th.
The 25th, guys. The 25th, I'll be back. Drive carefully, and like I did, signal your intentions, and please, hopefully, do not get rear-ended on the way home tonight. That's right. And give it up to my tobacconist and Ben for providing this quality entertainment. That's right. Quality entertainment comes to Palmetto Bay. That's right. And it's not at Stir Crazy down the street either. It's right here. Right, guys? And give it up to yourselves for coming out tonight. Because they say laughter is the best medicine, especially if there's no cocaine. Right, guys? Thank you all. Thanks, and have a great night. That's not your